Allah makes mention of three qualities. لا يدعون مع الله إلها آخر. The true believers do not call out to any God besides Allah. So we don't call out to stones or sticks or human beings or trees or anything else. As we said a few moments ago, when we are calling out, we will call out to our Maker alone. So Allah has decided that we will only call out to our Maker. That's it, no one else. So لا يدعون مع الله إلها آخر. They don't call out to anyone besides Allah. ولا يقتلون النفس. And they do not kill anyone else. They do not engage in murder. And this verse is very powerful because we believe that life is sacred. It is given by the Almighty. I have no authority to take the life away from anything that the Almighty has given life to. Believe me, not even animals, not even plants. Nothing. Unless it is done by right. So by right, when it comes to human beings, the court will decide. That is the right. By right, when it comes to human beings, the court will decide on a life for life basis. Or if the law of the land dictates that someone will be executed for a specific reason, that is the duty of the court. We cannot take the law in our own hands, because one of the conditions of execution is you need to have authority on land. If you have no authority, you cannot do that. It will create chaos. And chaos is worse than mass murder. وَالْفِتْنَةُ أَشَدُّ مِنَ الْقَتْلِ. To create chaos is worse than mass murder. That's what the Quran says. We need to know this. So we should never take the law in our own hands and say, no, this man did this and I'm going to do that. No, get them to the police or get them to the authority and let it follow its course. So we need to understand that. When it comes to animals and plants, let me show you something beautiful. If I have, for example, a sheep, and am I allowed to just kill it and walk away? The answer is no. I can't. I need to have a purpose, a reason. The Almighty has allowed me to take its life away if I want to consume. And even then, I need to take it away in the most humane manner. So what is the most humane manner? I need a very sharp blade, and I need to seek the permission of the Almighty when I cut that animal from its jugulars, from its throat. So I don't just hit it with an axe and let it suffer and so on. It needs to be sharp, swift movement, and we normally say, Bismillah, Allahu Akbar. We normally say, in the name of Allah, Allah is the greatest. Or we can even say, Bismillah. We take the name of Allah when we are slaughtering the animal. The idea is to seek the permission of the giver of the life of that animal because we want to consume it. If you don't take the name of the Almighty, you have stolen that animal from the property of the giver of that life. So we will not consider it halal. It is not permissible for consumption because you did not mention the name of the Almighty there. You did not seek the permission of the giver of the life. What gives you the right to take that life away just like that? You are not the owner of it. Look at how deep Islam is. And some people say, no, it's barbaric, to slaughter an animal here, it's barbaric to do this and to do. Wallahi, everyone eats these burgers and everyone loves their meat and fish. Where does it come from? They have all slaughtered the animals. Islam has the best way of doing it. We always say when a person shaves, if that blade is very sharp and they cut themselves, they won't know. 5 minutes later, oh, something is hurting here. How many minutes later? Some minutes later, sometimes even a little bit later, when you are showering or washing your face, you find burning. There are cuts. The cut is so fine, so well sliced, so sharp that you don't even feel it. The same applies to this animal. It has no feeling. It numbs to a halt. If you know the central nervous system, how it operates in the blood, where if I were to put my hand on a hot plate, there would be a message that would go from here straight to my brain, to say that something hot has hit the sensory nerves, and from the brain it would go back to say, feel the pain. So now you feel the pain, and then there would be another message saying, lift your hand. So you lift your hand. All this happens in a split second, but the message is going up and down from the brain. If you have slit the whole throat, the message going up is blocked, and the message coming down is blocked. You don't feel anything. Numb to a halt. Finished. Subhanallah. So as I said, we can debate on this regard to convince the world that this is the most blessed way of taking the life away of any animal. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us goodness. Even when it comes to plants, we are taught to protect our ecosystem. You have the ocean here and the sea here. You need to make sure you protect the system here, the ecosystem. We are not allowed to destroy the environment as Muslims. The reason is, some people think Islam does not talk about environmental degradation and the protection of environment on the other hand. Islam speaks about everything. The tree has been given life. I cannot destructively remove trees, but I can cut it down if there is a purpose. If there is a purpose, what is the purpose? For example, I want to build a road, there is a tree in the way, I can cut it down. It would be good for me to plant another tree somewhere else because the hadith says of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, we talk of tree planting, International Tree Planting Day. They say it was started by the UN. That is a joke. That is a joke. It was started by Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam a long time ago. He says, whoever plants a tree shall get the reward of anyone or any animal, even a bird that receives anything from that tree, including the shade or the fruit. What is this? You are a Muslim. You are getting a reward to plant a tree. Imagine, ibadah, act of worship to plant a tree. Let's be honest, how many of us have even thought of that? Amazing. That is Islam. Look at how deep the religion is and the faith is. So I cannot take the life. If it is my religion to plant it, can it be my religion to destroy it? That's a question. If it is my religion to plant a tree, can it be my religion to destroy the tree? No. But if I have use, if it is in my way, I can take it out. Bismillah, and I take it out. I am invoking the giver of the life. Also, if I need firewood or I need some form of fuel, there is a reason, there is a purpose for it. I can take it out. But I need to think of the future and plant more. Some people only take out, and you find what is known in geographical terms as deforestation. And at the same time, there are no other trees that are coming up. Then we are going to suffer. So we ask the Almighty to grant us intellect and understanding. This is the beautiful religion that we are following. Amazing. It's the beautiful religion that we are following. And this is why the Almighty says, لا يدعون مع الله إلها آخر ولا يقتلون النفس. They do not worship anyone besides Allah. They do not murder. They do not kill. Here it is speaking about human being. And nafs means a fellow human. التي حرم الله إلا بالحق. I spoke about that already, that the only people who are allowed to decide when someone may die are the courts and those in authority on land. ولا يزنون. And the true believers do not commit adultery.